guys, this is Undetected. Gonna do those Kempo videos I promised you guys. So I'm just gonna start with the basics and then get gradually better, more advanced as I go along. Alright. Alright, now one of the main stances in Kempo is called the fighter stance. Now what you do with the fighter stance, put your lead foot forward. You want to bend your knee to a point where you can only see a little bit of your big toe. All the rest of your toes and your foot should be covered. And your back foot should be about a little more than about a shoulder's length and a half apart from your heel or your other foot. The heel should line up. This foot should point that way. And you have your fist that you fight with, your strong arm chamber on your hip, the top of your pelvis, where you hold that. Guard hand up the top right here goes in line right with your nose, and that's fighter stance. Now, horse stance, you want to get a wide, probably about shoulders width and a half apart. And you want to get your fists, chamber them at your head again, right at the tip of the pelvis. You have your knees bent, and generally the more your knees are bent, the more ready you are, focused you are, stable. I mean, you don't want to be bent like this, but usually pretty good. You'll be able to feel it when you're in a good stance. Now, those are the two basic stances for Kempo. There's various other ones, but these are the two main ones that are used in just about every kata, every technique, every strike. All those are, well, almost all of those are practical to these two stances. Alright, so the first strike I'm going to show you is just a straight punch. Now in Kempo, we don't just punch. We extend, and right when we're about to hit our target, we twist our fist. So instead of just hitting with a force like that, you're directing the force so that it's just like being hit like this and like this at the same time. You're torquing it. It's almost like a corkscrew. So it's like that and that, all at the same time. When you punch, you want to hit it with the space between your two knuckles. So that's the only part that you'd hit. You shouldn't be hitting with your whole fist. You should just be like that. So that's just... And this technique can be applied for the head, torso, waist. Torso, or head, torso, waist. Head, torso, waist. Alright, the next strike I am going to show you is the snap kick. Again, right in the fighter stance. Want to bring your leg up and snap, and then come right back down. Up, snap, right back down. Keeping your guard arm up and your fist chambered. Up, snap, down. Now there's a couple different variations of this depending on what kind of fight you're in. You're in a street fight and you've got shoes on, so you don't have to worry about breaking your feet. You want to snap, tip your foot. You really don't have to move your toes at all. Just the natural kick is usually what does it. Now, if you're in your bare feet, you're fighting somebody barefoot, what you want to do, if you do that, you're going to break your toe. So what you want to do is you either snap like this, hitting with the arc of your foot, like that, or you want to strike with the ball of your foot, the big bone on the big toe. So, snap kick. Now, the last strike I'm going to show you is the side chop. Targets for this are generally the neck, side of the head, or if your enemy has a broad side, the chest. So, alright, what you do, with your fist chambered, you bring it up to your ear, and then you chop. Bring it up, chop, chop, chop. And when you're doing this, now you don't always have to bring it up to your ear, but if you're in a Kempo competition and you're doing a kata, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the correct posture, all these little details count. Now, if you're in a fight, if you don't bring your hand up, it's not gonna fail. But you get more of a powerful strike. So, and also when you do this, you bring it up, chop, follow through, and then you come back, put it back in your ear, all in one swift motion. Like that. Now, in Kempo, the whole philosophy is peace over power. So at the end of every session, every learning session, whatever you want to call it, you do peace, power. You use power to obtain peace, and then you want to keep it that way, so you can keep the power buried in peace. So that was the basics. I'll get into blocks on the next video, and hope you learned.